Hello, fellow traders. Nutty Bar Trading coming to you on a Thursday, July 13th. And this is the sum report for day number 40. Oh, man, I think it's 49. Check the thumbnail. But yeah, if you're new here, basically I do a summary video at the end of every day. I just kind of review the trades that I took. I trade live every day, usually every day. Was trading live today. And yeah, I just review the trades and kind of my thought process a little bit, whatever. But it is very important to me that I'm fully transparent with my trading. So you'll see everything. We'll review my trades, profit and loss, account balances, and yeah, if that's something that you appreciate, want to follow along, I would appreciate it, and you're more than welcome to. So let's just dive right in. This morning. So, okay, a little bit of not an update. I think I addressed this yesterday in the summary video, but we are only trading two accounts. For now, I'm kind of made the decision that I'm only going to focus on trading the two same accounts for the time being. And basically I just want to get some consistency. And being that I'm still learning, like I say, I am not a polished trader. I'm still learning and kind of trying to get acclimated to trading my funded accounts. I shared a little bit about this on the stream today, but you know how when you're trading a sim account, and you get to where you're 3 months, you're consistently profitable, and then you think you have it all figured out and you are ready for the live account. You switch from your sim account to your live account, and then you find out that this is a whole different ball game. And the results from a sim account usually do not transfer over, at least in the beginning, when you go live. There's a transition there, a psychological level, mentally, that is just different. It just is. And I think it's sometimes kind of frustrating because you would think if we would just do the same as we do on a sim account, technically it would be able to duplicate the results, but it's just not possible. That psychological mental level is there and it's real. And I think for me, obviously trading evaluation accounts are not a struggle for me. I mean, I don't pass every single evaluation, but I don't have a fear. I can just do my trading, and it doesn't, it's not I don't want to say it's not a challenge, but I don't have that mental hurdle of getting over that. And also, obviously, yeah, yesterday I passed 8 evaluation accounts, and a lot of people were saying, I was just YOLO'd those accounts. That's not true. I did not YOLO those accounts. Not that I guess it really matters, but I think in total for all 8 funded accounts, I took 154 trades, and my average size was 2 contracts. So I guess if you consider that YOLOing, then I don't know what to tell you, but whatever. Just thought I'd share that. But my point is, like, the evaluation accounts now transitioning to trading my funded accounts, I think I've been a little bit naive in the fact that there's a mental hurdle to get over from trading an evaluation account versus trading a funded account. There's just a difference. And there's another level that you need to get through mentally for trading your evaluation accounts to your funded accounts. So kind of come to accept that. And I think the best way to get through it, I know a lot of you have been trying to tell me this, and this goes to my stubbornness. I've been known to be stubborn, so just bear with me. But a lot of you have been, giving me advice or recommending that I just trade a couple accounts at a time and get to pay out on those accounts. And that is my plan. I'm going to basically take these two accounts and just trade these two. This was the first day. Trade these two, basically kind of, my goal would be to get these two accounts to pay out and pay myself, alleviate some of that mental pressure and kind of get acclimated to trading funded accounts and, try and be as consistent or trying to trade, still the same way that I trade evaluation accounts. So that's my goal. That's what I want to do. That is the plan going forward. So anyway, for now, that is what we're doing now. Today, we started out the day. I was like, I'm just going to trade one micro today, kind of ease into it, I guess. I don't plan to always do that. The other reason I did was I was kind of thinking, and I want to get acclimated to the thought of adding to my winners. And I want to do that slowly. I don't want to do 2 to 4 to, but I didn't add to my winners today. It would have actually been a really good today to do that, but I didn't. But that is kind of something I would like to at least become comfortable with doing. I don't need to do it every single trade, but obviously, Tom Haggard's The Best Loser Wins book really speaks about that, and I've read that book multiple times. So, but anyway, and then also just cutting my losses quick. But anyway, that's my thought process on the day. Let's get into the trades and move on from there. So the first trade this morning, we opened. Also, we had an overnight session where we just had an uptrend all after the overnight session. We just went up. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. I was definitely bullish going into it today. Right off the open, we had a really nice move up. Then we just did this choppy action right here for about an hour. And I was happy with that. I was just patient through all this kind of mess. But then I did dip my toe in the water right here, looking for a bounce off of this level. And I cut the trade right here, had my stop right here below this candle right here. Unfortunately, now let me talk a little bit about, being that I'm using micros, I have been considering the thought of adding to my losers. And I hate even saying it. It hurts me to say it because I don't like the idea of that. But hear me out. If the only way that I could be okay with it is if I have a predefined plan of adding to my loser, and it's not adding to my loser because I'm down and I'm trying to average down my trade. Basically, the thought process would be adding to my loser would only be when I have it pre-planned and I'm basically trying to catch a reversal and knowing I might not time the market precisely. I think everyone can admit that it's very difficult to precisely time the market, especially on a deeper pullback like this, where I'm still bullish for the day. It's still an uptrend. And, I enter here. Obviously, in hindsight, this is always important to remember. I think as a whole, adding to losers, especially when it's done in desperation, is a terrible idea. But I think it can be done if you have a plan for it and you have a set stop loss of when you're getting out. But I do want to mention that it's something I'm kind of looking into, but it kind of goes against everything that I've trained myself not to do. So I'm being very careful about it. Anyway, so we moved down, stopped me out, and we basically bounced right off this VWAP. A beautiful, in hindsight again, had a nice move up. Obviously had a lot of big red candles today. But yeah, that was my first trade, just a small loss though. Then the next trade, obviously we made new highs. And I was basically waiting for a pullback here. After this move up, I actually was wanting to get in here and I missed this move. And then after we broke the highs again right here, we were pulling back just slightly. I just entered right here. This is a little bit more of an aggressive entry on a pullback, but I really felt like we are going up today. We are having an uptrend today, and I was okay with that entry. And we had a nice move up. I think I captured from 617s, and we got out at 638. So I think we had like 80 ticks in profit right there. A great trade. Basically, just looking to get out when we saw kind of a pullback here. Now here, I want to point this out. So, and this is more like me getting comfortable with this, but obviously like days like today are the perfect opportunity to add to your winners, where basically instead of getting out of your trade, basically adding to your winner on the pullbacks. Obviously that would have worked really well here. I didn't do it, but just a mental side note. Then I entered this trade here. Again, this was kind of some crazy price action here. Entered here again to go long. And then we just did this sideways choppy action, and I got out right here on this big red candle. Now, I'm not disappointed that I got out there. I'm okay with that. Where I'm disappointed in myself is that I didn't enter again right here. Again, my thing is like, if I see price action that I don't like, I'm getting out. I didn't like this. I didn't like that we failed to make new highs multiple times. And I thought we could be in for a little bit deeper pullback here, was basically my thought. And I was still bullish, but I didn't want to hold through a deeper pullback, so I got out. But again, I should have got in again right here. This was another good entry, and it caused me to miss this. So that is definitely a learning opportunity right here. Made new highs again. Then we had a pullback here. Excuse me. We had another pullback here, and I was a little bit aggressive on this entry. So, and this is kind of what I'm talking about, adding to my loser. And in the live stream today, I was really talking this through in this trade about adding here, knowing it was aggressive. And I really considered adding a contract here. I decided against it. I need to do a little bit more research and a little more practice. I need to trade a little bit more and in a different environment than my funded accounts, and test that a little bit more with a predefined entries on if the trade goes against me. And again, it's just kind of goes against everything that I have trained myself not to do. But obviously here again in hindsight, but it would have worked great. Now, once we made a move up, I did get back in on this move. So I was very happy about, that I was able to, even though I got stopped out, we saw the price action I liked and I got back in. So we got back in, and again, we captured about 80 ticks here. A really nice move. And then the rest of the day here, wow. Since I started recording this, we've just keep going higher. This is crazy. You hear people, how much higher can it go? Well, look at it. It can keep going higher. What time is it? It's 3:44 right now, recording this. So I kind of thought we might be done for the day as far as some nice moves, and I was wrong. We keep having nice moves. So it is absolutely insane. Feeling a little bit of FOMO that I didn't get in on some of those moves, but again, had a pullback here. This is again, I should have. It's easy to say in hindsight, I guess, but I was starting to get a little bit cautious about entering at these levels. I thought we would see a little bit more of a pullback at some point in the day, but it just never happened. It's been a while since we've had one of these days where it's just been an uptrend all day long. And so we definitely could have had a better day. Obviously, only trading my one micro. We only made like $30 on these two accounts. I do plan to scale up. I do plan to scale up my micros and be a little bit more aggressive, obviously, than I was today. But overall, still happy with how the day ended. And yeah, it was okay. So anyway, that's it. Also, I do want to before I end the video, obviously yesterday on the summary video, I talked about Patrick Wieland and kind of a plea to him, and I did not have a chance to see his live stream, so I don't know everything that was said, but I'm going to assume that it was positive. I don't even care if it wasn't all positive, but I do. A lot of his viewers did come into my stream today. They were very polite and they were very encouraging. I'm sure there were probably a couple trolls, but primarily it was a really good interaction. And he did send a lot of viewers my way. And yeah, they were polite and supportive. And I really do appreciate that. So, Patrick, I do want to say thank you. And I do appreciate that. And like I said, you know, even if I'm not saying we have to be friends, if you don't want to, whatever, we might not be meshed together, cut out of the same cloth, and we don't need to be friends, but I just want to keep it civil, and I appreciate you doing that today. So I do want to say thank you. And my hope is we can move forward, keep things the way they are, and support each other. So that is my goal. So that's it. That's all I got for today. Hopefully everyone had a great day today. Hopefully you weren't shorting all the way up. But anyway, that's it. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. We'll be streaming again tomorrow morning, and God bless.